Hi, welcome to another new video. So in today's video, we are going to look at watercolors from Marie's. And it says popular 58 color solid watercolor. So I bought this set when I had the haul from Taobao. And Marie is actually made in China. So this company is the Shanghai 玛丽画材有限公司. So it's the Shanghai Marie Painting Material Company. So this is a very interesting set. There are 58 colors in there. So let's open up to see what's in there. So it comes in this plastic palette. I really quite like the pattern, like the drawing. That's minimalist and cute at the same time. In the box also comes with this QC certificate. So I feel so relieved that they actually passed QC. And together with this box, there is this swatch card. Alright, so the swatch card only came with the names, right? And I added these lines so that I can test the opacity of the paint, and also I did the pencil drawing. So at the back, you'll see the sort of pigments that they use in this set of colors. Right, so in this section, on the third section, they also tell you how it should be used. So they say that you fold it, right? When it's folded. So when you need to use it, you need to spread the page and then fasten the button between each page. It can be spread out immediately, so we can choose the color and begin to draw. And there's a round ring at the back of the set, so you can actually hold it by the hand. So there are two tabs here, one here and one at the bottom here. And there is, I believe this is a mixing area. And this is a sponge. So it opens up to be this size, okay? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these leaflets, okay? 6 leaflets. And in each leaflet, there are about 10 colors in each. And if you flip it over to the other side, there's this ring. So they're talking about the ring. So you could actually, put your finger over and like just hold up this palette like that. Okay, so you're supposed to press it down to stiffen up the whole thing so that I can use the ring at the back, right? So I can use the ring at the back and I can like just hold it up like that. I just want to show you guys an interesting thing that I noticed is that, can you see these little tabs here? It's possible to take it out, okay? So you can actually take these out and you can swap places. The watercolor is like a cake, right? So I'm not sure how thick you have there, maybe about less than 0.5 cm, maybe 0.3. But one thing I find that is not very good is that it's not marked. So you're not sure what color this is. So when it came to me, it is in this order. So I hope when I have the swatch, it's actually in the same order, because if not, I may be swatching the wrong color and I have no idea. I don't see any pigment information, and even the names are a little bit different from what we know. Like for example, Bees Yellow, Malaysia Blue, Turkey Blue. These are not your conventional colors. They are, I believe, they are all mixes. Some of these colors looks absolutely amazing. So let's start the swatch right now. Hi, I'm done with the swatch. I must say that I'm pretty impressed with the range of colors. The first thing that I think I would like to compare is actually the opacity and transparency of the colors. So if you look at the two lines, compare the clarity of the two lines, you'll see that these colors are mostly like semi-opaque or kind of opaque colors. This is especially prominent in those that are kind of pastel. So for example, the Naples Yellow, Gem Brilliant, things like that. You can actually see the difference between the two lines. So if you're looking for transparent color, this one doesn't have many. The color doesn't really match the name. So for example, would be like a permanent yellow over here. That looks more orange than it is yellow. Bright red. I mean, I understand that for some watercolor, bright red is actually this burnt sienna, but there's also a burnt sienna here, so okay, it looks more brown. Like, so these two colors look pretty similar. And then another one that has me like scratching my head was turquoise green. So when I was before I painted this and I saw the color, I was like hesitating, should I paint it? Because it doesn't look like turquoise green at all. And it's not turquoise green, right? It looks like an olive green instead of turquoise green. So I'm not sure what happened here. Is it meant to be like that, or did the color just, you know, degrade? So people who have this set, let me know if it's me or it's turquoise green looks like this in this set. And a complaint I have is also the ability to actually know what color you are taking out, like you're actually using, because there is no way you know what colors you're using. So for example, if I take this, I wouldn't know what I'm taking unless I go back and look at my swatch card. And then, but however, the swatch card is made from 4 panels, right? With I don't know, 20 colors or so in one panel, and these are in 6 panels. So do you mean I have to count? So for example, if I want this color, right, how would I know which one I need to take from? So so that is it would be good actually maybe to be able to write a name somewhere. Yeah, and also given the case, you know, here that you actually have the colors all everywhere, so you have some greens here, some blues, and they're not like in order, so it's kind of difficult to actually know what colors you are getting. I don't know, I can't paint with this, so I'm going to redo this. I'm going to take apart this and I'm rearranging it so that it makes sense to me. Well, now we have organized it according to the rainbow color that we normally see on swatch cards, and I'm going to swatch them out nicely and in accordance to the number of like the rows in there, so that, you know, it's easy to know like these are 10, 10, 10, 10, like there's 4 10s and then 8 and 10 here. So I'm going to swatch them out nicely like this, okay? And yeah, let's go, let's do the swatching. So here's the complete range of colors after I reorganized the order of the watercolor in the set. So these are very vibrant and bright colors, and I can see from here like very clearly, you know, in a glance, that there are actually a lot of you know, magenta, purple, blues, and like a light blue. There are a few colors that are kind of a repeat, or they're very, very close, so it's very difficult for you to actually know which one to use. For example, some of these yellows and the orange over here, the blue. So these two blue, the Malaysia blue and phthalo blue, they're very close. And also I think the King's blue and the Serene blue, right? And then the Arctic blue and light blue, the Peacock blue and the Marine blue, permanent green and green chartreuse. And some of these are the turquoise green and the sap green. So a few of these are very close together, and especially I think these two, raw umber, yellow ochre, and the bright red and Indian red, these are pretty close. So I can't really tell like a big difference. And if you want to look at the granulation information, you can actually see from here there isn't a lot of granulating colors. So I would say probably maybe this bright ultramarine purple is a little bit granulating. French ultramarine over here. And yeah, probably that's it. I don't think there's anything. Maybe the raw umber, just a little bit. And maybe the lavender. Okay, so not many granulating colors here. Yeah, so most of these are, you know, your smooth, homogeneous, and you know, nice watercolor like illustration kind of colors that you can just use for just painting without worrying too much about the texture that it might impart. So this is more like a you know, there's several types of watercolor, so I think this is more the color based or hue based kind of watercolor, where you're only interested in actually giving that, you know, the punch of colors and not really thinking too much about creating textures and stuff like that. Here are the results of the Lightfastness test. I put these colors into the sun for about 3 months, 3 to 4 months. And here's the color differences. So in fact, there are some colors that actually are not light fast, and you could already see the effects of the Lightfastness, you know, the effects of the UV light rays on the colors on some of those colors, especially those that you saw. And then over here would be the purple, like the two purples over here. The reds are still quite okay, which is pretty interesting. And over here, yeah, the blues are actually doing fine, except the lilac. I think it's the lavender or something over here, and a little bit this one as well. So I have not subjected it to a longer time in the sun, but I foresee that it's gonna get worse. So the blue and the greens fare like okay, not too bad, right? And the greens, this one, the yellow, this one didn't look so alright, and this too. The vibrant, the bright colors didn't really do very well. So here as well, these are the brownish tones, so they did fairly okay, except the Germ Brilliant. So this one didn't do very well. So I would say like there are actually some colors that are not light fast in this series, in this set of watercolor. I recommend this 58 color solid watercolor from Marie's. It depends on what you want from this set. So if you are just taking up watercolor just for fun, if you're just doing like you know, practicing with this, if you are buying this for your children, for them to just play with watercolor, if you are just using this for craft, for making cards for your friends, for painting on your sketchbook, and you know, not exhibiting or giving it or selling your work, I think this is perfectly okay. The colors are very vibrant. There are many colors, so you will never run out of you know, colors, and you don't really need to mix them at all. All the colors that you need are here. Because you don't have to mix colors, you can paint, you know, like really quickly and just for fun of it. So for example, these are two short fun drawings that I did, and I really had fun painting. I used these colors for these two, and I really had fun painting because I didn't need to mix, so I could just you know, take that, make sure I have the color chart with me, check the color chart, look for the color that I want, and just paint it. So there's no need for me to think too much about mixing or anything like that, and it's kind of fun. Just try out different colors, and so vibrant. You could see the colors, you know, very vibrant, especially can you see all these orange and stuff like that. It looks really beautiful. So there is also another advantage, is that how portable the colors are, and how you can actually, you know, take out these to swap them around. If you like, let's say, want to do different you know, kind of palette, you could also do that and actually bring them out very easily. And you know, you could just fold it once you're done, right? And you can just take out this, like this, versus let's say having a whole half pan of like a watercolor in metal palette. I think it's really a good choice for people who wants a lot of colors, doesn't want to mix them, and you just want to quickly access it for your quick painting into your drawing books or something. The bad point is, firstly, there isn't any pigment information, so you do not know what colors, what pigments are used in them. Second point is that there are not a lot of there are no granulating colors in here. These are just plain, you know, nice illustration, bright, vibrant colors. And of course, the Lightfastness. As you can see, I only did 3 months of Lightfastness, and many of these colors have already faded, like for example here and here. Because there's so many colors, it's very hard for you to differentiate between, let's say, this yellow and, for example, this yellow, or between certain of these colors. Unless you have a chart, and even on the chart there are several, I think I've mentioned before, there are many repeats and several colors are very close to each other, so you don't really need all of them. So if you want to, you may actually buy a smaller set. You don't really need 58 colors. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see similar content, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye bye!